rough. Few solid left, but it's not enough. You
EA Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the National Football League.
Tonight's the night for football, everybody. The bright lights are on, the stage is set, and the crowd is ready. It's Monday Night Primetime on EA Sports. As the work week kicks off tonight, another week of football comes to an end with a Monday Night Primetime contest between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Chicago Bears. They're on the Eagles sideline, head coach Nick Sirianni. His side not able to get it done in their home opener. Hoping for some better luck on the road here. Opposing them, that is Ben Johnson, head coach of the Bears. His guys were winners in Week 1. You know they'd love to start the year with back-to-back dubs. Kate Scott, Brock Heward in the booth with you. It is Jake Elliott who's going to get us started. And we're underway in Chicago. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. So out come the Bears, ready for their first possession. And they're brought out by a player with immense expectations and promise in the league. He was picked first overall in 2024 out of USC, Caleb Williams.
He's somebody who has made a career of extending and creating plays. I mean, oftentimes, Kate, where I just would sit aghast. How did he do that? How does he make that throw on the run? Now he's got to take the spectacular and just add a whole level of consistency.
All right, let's get this one on the road, Brock. It is 1st and 10.
Let it throw!
Now here's DeAndre Swift on the ground. I'd say the defense will take this today. They're across the line, handing him a loss. First play of the game. That's a nice quick correction for this front, Brock. Give up the big play and then get a little back on the very next one.
Exactly the kind of response you want to see from your defense. You got to forget about the big play for now and stay focused on that next snap.
And he's down after getting this up to the 41.
Kate, if you and I took a whirlwind tour and watched young quarterbacks, the hardest route to complete is this one. A lot of them could throw go routes and slants and drags and in cuts, but throwing that out route takes some time, takes some precision, and a whole bunch of trust between QB and receiver.
And he's going to go down right along the midfield stripe.
A
9-yard gain and good for a first down.
Bears, first down. 1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
To throw, Williams. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
No real secret. They were going to get him and his height involved early there, Kate. The secret was how is he going to be defended? Well, they chose to go physical, and that will plant a little thought in his mind. The next time the ball comes his way, he better be ready for some contact.
Has him on the quick hitter. Looks like he's going to be marked just a little shy of that first down. Ball at the 41, 3rd and short.
You know, Kate, over the years, I have heard defensive coordinators say, hey, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. You got to earn the right for me to call blitzes. And when you call a blitz and you don't get home and you don't hit the quarterback, you've earned nothing.
And that short gain is enough for a new set it down.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap first down.
So fresh set of downs now from the 39. Williams off the play fake. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
I think those big old boxing gloves might have made a better catch and a better call than receiver gloves right there for that one. It is going to be a fight to hang on the ball, and we just saw physicality personified.
Williams with a quick pass out wide. And just gets back to the line of scrimmage. It's been an 8-play drive, and on play number 9, now 9 is what they need on 3rd down. They'll throw, 3rd and long. And even on 3rd down, he sees no choice other than to get rid of it. Not the play they wanted. It's going to be 4th down. On to try the field goal now, Chase McLaughlin. From the right hash, 55 yards out. And this kick is good. He he did. So after the play, trainers headed out. A member of the Bears out there in some discomfort. The Bears kicking team all ready to go, and they kick this one away. Trey Tucker to return it. They'll have decent field position to begin with here, Brock. He's tackled just beyond that 30-yard line. So here come the Eagles for their opening drive. They're led out by an incredible score through the air and on the ground. He was picked 53rd back in 2020. It's Jalen Hurts.
And if he replicated his game from last week, Kate, they'd win 9 times out of 10. Last week was just the odd case where a 4-touchdown game wasn't enough to do the job. I know he's focused on that one pick, not all the scores he threw, but I'd focus on all the good he did and try to reach those same heights right here.
They rip off a huge chunk of field as the downs reset. Now they'll hit the line just outside the red zone following that big play.
And an Eagles first down. First and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Play action. Hurts has it. Bails out of the pocket quick. He gets it complete to Will Shipley. And on first down, no place to go here. They're going to take him out about a yard behind the line.
He specializes in salvaging broken plays out of the backfield, but even he couldn't get anything out of that one, Kate. That defense, they were all over it.
From the pistol, Hurts. He'll get this to Tucker. And he gets it in. Touchdown, Philadelphia. The Eagles finish off their opening drive. So sensational work by the skill man there, Brock. Anytime you can make your quarterback look that good, you know he appreciates it.
That's a quarterback's best friend, no question. But on the other side, gosh, defensively, you got to get that skill player down. Period, end of story. You can't give up that much yards after catch.
Now Jake Elliott on to attempt the extra point. The point after splits the upright. And the Eagles one up the opposing field goal. They start with 7 on their opening drive. Elliott's all set for the kickoff. Fields this one at the 3. And in the end, he's able to get it to about the 25-yard line before he's hauled down. The Bears offense out there for their second drive of the contest. And they'll have a little momentum as they take the field here after their kicker drilled a deep one to end their last drive with points. Bears making their way up to the line. Here comes first and 10. Good run here, Kyle Manunga. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense. The presence of those tight ends works both ways, Brock. You know this. Gives them more blockers up front, but it also clues the defense in to be ready for that run.
Yeah, you could put 7 blockers up there, even put 8, I don't know, 9. All the blockers in the world, but if they don't work in concert together to create a lane, it doesn't matter.
It's a 5-yard gain, and that brings up 3rd and 7.
A humble 5 to 6 yard gain on the ground. Not a huge gain, not a game-changing play by any means, but one that keeps you on schedule and takes some of the starch out of that front 7.
He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose, incomplete. So as they face 4th down, on comes Corey Bajorquez to kick.
It's now 4th down.
He bunted 3 times in the win last week, and this one is away. Fields this at the 19. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return. Now for the second time this game, we're going to look at the Philly offense. And I think they'd be content doing everything the same as their prior drive and getting another touchdown here. On first down, Hurts. Into a ton of traffic, and this one's intercepted. Tyreek Stevenson has it.
So many throws in the league attack this area of the field. They love to attack the slot. And for these defenders who have to play that area, it takes great reaction. It takes tremendous intuition. And then just a spatial awareness of understanding where you are amidst that space to go take the ball away. That is well done.
He's looking for Colston Loveland. And now they face second down.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 36. Now Williams. To the left side is hauled in by Loveland. And he's short of the first after a mild gain.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
Complete beyond the marker. He's got his guys into the red zone before someone can force him out. That's going to go as a gain of 13 yards. And it'll be first down Bears.
Hey, Kate, they don't rightly care who it's going to go to in that situation. All they really care about are the results on third down. And that's exactly the result they needed, enough to keep this drive moving.
First down, here's Swift. He's only able to get back to the line. It's going to be second down. They sent him with that sack in mind, Brock. We all saw what was coming. Still managed to clean up the play, even if it did come on the ground.
And you know why they call that a cat pressure from the secondary, Kate?
Tell me.
Because it's a C for corner and a T for attack, exactly what he just did.
Jump off caught by his back. And defenders arriving in support to finish him off at the line.
Kate, that's one of those situations as a quarterback that on my grade sheet, that's a negative. That screen was ambushed by the defense, and you've got to throw it away. Just find a way to put it at his feet and not create a negative play for your offense.
And a big shot keeps him out of the end zone, but they're just a yard away now as that play brings them to first and goal.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your third downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
They go to him again. And that right there is the start of what could be a goal line stand. They hit him for a loss on first and goal. Back to the line they go. It's second down. Williams will look to throw. That one connects. And the defense waiting for him at the line, and he goes down.
There's no routes on the old proverbial route tree, Kate, that takes more trust than throwing an out route. You're throwing it to a spot and believing your guy can get there.
And it's incomplete on third and goal.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
They'll run it with Swift. And they stop him. No touchdown, no first down. That's a turnover on downs near the end zone. Now after battling on that run, we see one of their linemen appears to be injured and in need of some attention. Philadelphia settled and ready. It's first and 10. Starting on the ground here with Barkley. And he powers ahead for about 5. It's going to be second and 5.
Well, I think I hear the warning sirens. You hear them, Kate? I think they just got quieted. Because that run right there gave them enough room from the goal line where you should feel comfortable calling anything in your playbook.
He's got Devontae Smith. And he's tackled with the first down yardage. That's going to do it for our first quarter here on Monday Night Primetime. 7-3 is our score. Back to Soldier Field in just a moment. Ready now for our second quarter. The Eagles have the football. They've got first and 10 here, looking to add to their lead. Barkley on the shotgun handoff. And this will be stopped after a nice 6-yard pickup there on first down.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to. Because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
Nothing gained or lost on that run, and now it's 3rd and 3. Hurts now from the gun. Got to him right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground. Well, no look on his first look of the game, so they're going to have to evaluate things now on 4th and short. Jukes away from one. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. Here come the Bears back out on offense. They took their shot on 4th and goal, came away empty-handed, so a lot to like, Brock, but just need to find a way to punch it in this time. Here's Swift to start the drive. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on second.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on 2nd down. Working from the gun, Williams. Short pass brought in. And he's going to get this up close to the 40 before going out.
Sometimes when you're just looking to move it forward, get some small yards on the throw, quarterback's best friend, security blanket. And when it's a big old tight end, that's an extra bonus.
Got a man, Loveland has it. And he'll get it up to the 44. He gets 6 on that play. And that'll be first down, Chicago. Markers are reset. Here we go, ball at the 44.
At the 44-yard line.
Running with Swift out of the gun. And he's charged towards the line. It's right around 3 yards.
Well, I'll steal a line from one of my buddies, but I'm going to quote him. Mark Schlereth, 2-time Super Bowl winner, says if you want to run the ball, you got to keep running the ball. And that's a perfect example of it. Don't get tired. Don't get mad at gaining 4 yards. It's a run that can set up even more in the run game.
Well, the extra blocking sure didn't spring that run the way they hoped it would, Brock.
In the old West Coast system, you call 12 personnel, 2 tight ends, Tiger. Tiger package comes on the field. That was a whole lot more like a kitty cat effort there.
To the left and hauled in by Odunze. And he pushes this down to the 42 before going down. You gain 11 on that play. And it'll be first down, Bears.
This really isn't a route designed for a lot of yards, Kate. You're just trying to get a small handful and move on to the next down. Stay in rhythm. And anytime you can work some magic after the catch and stretch it out, those are welcome bonus yards.
Now an inside handoff to Swift. And he gets a few on the plunge forward. We get a stoppage here. One of their big blockers up front. In some pain following that play. He's being attended to. Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7.
Filthy!
Out of the gun, here's Williams. What a hit, and the ball's loose! And the Eagles get to it. Excellent return here as they get the football, and they're going to take over on the opposing side of midfield.
And there is nothing like a defense taking the ball away for you. Right? It's all about the ball. It's all about, you hear me preach that all the time. Get the ball back. Well, they get the ball back with a little extra bonus on that return as well.
Markers are reset. Here we go. Ball at the 44. First down, a run with Barkley. He starts out this drive with a nice gain of 8. 2nd down.
The cool thing about a drive starting run like that, Kate, is it really just gives you every opportunity in the playbook, whatever you want to do. But as for me, I like to reward that runner. Give it to him again and see if he can get you a new set of downs.
On 2nd down, here's Barkley. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. And we haven't even hit the break yet, but already we're looking at this likely becoming a 100-yard game for him in the very near future, and expect more to follow after that. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Shotgun snap for Hurts. It's a Philadelphia touchdown. The Eagles capitalize on the turnover and add to their lead. So, Brock, this offense looking sharp here in the first half as they extend their lead.
You know, and when things are going well, sometimes you really just get into a groove. And this is a unit that's putting the pieces together.
Elliott on now to attempt the point after. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Eagles drive their lead to 11.
14. Bears 3. Jake Elliott to kick off.
Elliott's all set for the kickoff. And he's going to field this one in the end zone without a return. So that's going to bring us out to the 35-yard line. The Bears about set for their next possession. It's a 14-3 ball game as they take over following the score. The Bears with some nice field position as they get set. 1st and 10. Williams from the gun. Completed over the middle. And he gets leveled just before he reaches the marker, and that hit prevents a first down. After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short.
At the 43-yard line.
Out of the shotgun, a give to Swift. And he's going to be brought down in enemy territory now at the 46. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And that'll be 1st down, Chicago.
Offensive coordinators tell us all the time, big runs only happen with coordinated efforts. Great blocking to spring them. Guys hitting blocks downfield, and a back who can show off his wheels.
Quick adjustment defensively to stop him this time, so no gain on 1st down.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, it came at the perfect time.
They set the screen here to Swift. A lot of space ahead. And he'll be brought down at about the 29. A pickup of 17. And it'll be 1st down, Bears.
At that down and distance, this group was pretty confident the screen would get them enough yards for the first, and it did. And so long as it keeps working like that, I bet you it'll be a go-to play for them when they need it the next time.
He's pushed straight ahead, and that's maybe a yard at most. Brought down by Jahan Campbell.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
Williams set to pass. He's rocked. That ball's free. And the Eagles get to it. And they're able to add some extra yards onto the turnover too, Brock, as this defense steals away possession. Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. They're going to throw now, following the turnover. All the way left side. And he's going to get this one to the 36-yard line. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
Well, that is pretty darn impeccable timing between the two. To hit a curl route of that length, it takes great anticipation and precision by the quarterback, and the receiver on the other end finishing it, doing his job.
Flushed out of the pocket. And someone stepped in. It's intercepted. And the Bears will take over as he reports his first interception of our season. Well, okay, I guess we've got a couple of very giving teams today, Brock. One side coughs it up with a fumble, then the other side graciously hands it right back with the interception.
Hey, listen, if you like playmaking defenses, then you like this game right here. These defenses, they're the ones supplying the big plays, and they're putting their stamp on this game.
Big gain, 14 on the play. And that'll be 1st down, Chicago.
Kate, I can promise you, you go back and look at the most efficient offenses in the NFL over the last couple decades, one thing will resonate. You've got to be able to attack the middle of the field. It's great to do it with receivers, toss them with tight ends, but when you get that influence from your running backs, man, you become a dangerous offense to stop.
And he'll get it down to the 24-yard line. The Bears decide to call their first timeout. Options are open here. It's 2nd and inches. Swift gets in on the option. And he'll get them enough for a 1st down. Timeout Chicago. It uses its 2nd. To the line and set. Here we go. 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 23.
Now here's Williams. Hits him on the out route. And he's taken out as he brings it down towards the 10. They gain 11 on that play. And it'll be 1st down, Bears.
Bears, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 12-yard line.
From the red zone on 1st. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
Fairly safe to say as that one falls incomplete this first half so far, it's not met the standard they set for themselves.
After the incomplete pass, here comes 2nd and 10. Here's Williams. Throw is caught. And he has it down to the 8-yard line on the play. Bears trying to get everyone set. They're going quickly here.
It's a gain of 4. Brings up
Third down. Here's Williams. And he just gets rid of this one, but unfortunately, that means fourth down coming up. On to try the field goal now, Chase McLaughlin. A little more than a chip shot. This is 25 yards. The kick by McLaughlin is good. And that brings the deficit back within a score, 8 points.
It's only 3 points, and they're going to still trail at halftime, but every little bit helps. And I'll tell you this as well. It also helps maybe later in the game. You got a fourth quarter clutch kick to have that confidence built. That's important.
At their own 35-yard line.
Last drive of the half isn't going to be long. 14 seconds remaining. Design keeper here for Hurts. So a one-possession game, Brock, after our first 2 quarters. Now let's throw it over to our pal Scott Hansen. He's got our halftime report.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. A great weekend of football behind us. In case you missed any of the action, let's recap it for you. Our tour around the NFL starts now at legendary Lambeau Field. It's the Packers at home to take on the Commanders. And it's Jordan Love on target to Jaden Reed. That's a perfect throw down the field, 33 yards for the score. The Packers are in the win column. They win it in front of the home faithful and move to 1-1. From there, let's go up to the Pacific Northwest, Seattle. Let's look in on the Seahawks as they play host to the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. And this is Bucky Irving. He's looking for an opening, gonna find it, a 17-yard touchdown on the ground. One more for you. Let's go to SoFi Stadium. It's the Rams taking on the Detroit Lions. And it's the Rams quarterback, touchdown from 20 yards away. The Rams even up their record at 1-1 as they get the win here. With that, we give you a look at the rest of the early games and games still in progress here in Week 2 of the NFL season. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been back and forth to this point. No reason to expect anything different in the second half. As we send you back out to the broadcast team, Kate Scott and Brock Heward.
Bears kicking team all ready to go, and they kick this one away. Return starts at the 3. Finds some space, he's past the 30. And the work already half done thanks to that run back. They're taking over at midfield. Philadelphia has its offense out to start this third quarter. And they take the field in good but not great shape, Brock. They've got that lead, but no doubt they'd love to see it grow.
Yeah, and just having the lead does take some pressure off. It doesn't change the sense of urgency. It's always on tilt in the NFL, but it should allow them to operate a little more freely.
The quarter's going to start with a run by Barkley. And he has this one past the 50 and will start downhill into Bears territory. 4 yards on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 6. From the pistol, Hurts. That's taken in by Tucker. And he's brought down after pushing to that 35-yard line. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And that's good for an Eagles first down. All set to go now from the 35.
First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
First and 10. Here's Hurts. Escapes the pocket. And as a catch for Luther Burden. And he pushes this down to the 22-yard line. Give him 13 on that play. And that'll be good for a Philadelphia first down. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. Finds him over the middle. And he will not score, but that does set him up, Brock, with first and goal, less than a yard away from the end zone.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
Barkley has the Philadelphia touchdown. grow the lead coming out of halftime. Saquon Barkley, the touchdown. Well, in a close game, they needed somebody to make that type of play. Now it pushes their lead to a couple of scores and makes a comeback that much more difficult.
You know, Kate, their offense did its part and padded the lead. Now it's up to this defense to make this two-score lead hold up and carry it across the finish line.
Bears 6. Jake Elliott to kick off.
Elliott's all set for the kickoff. That's going to be taken in at the 8. And he's walloped just as he gets across the 25. What a hit. He's down shy of the 30. Chicago getting set to take the field now. And down double digits, Brock. Field goals like we saw on their last drive aren't going to move the needle as much as they need to. Chicago bringing the offense to the line. It's 1st and 10. This drive's going to begin with a run by Swift. And their struggles on the ground continue as he's tackled after a small gain. Only 2 yards, and it brings up 2nd and 8.
That's the kind of yardage it's not going to kill this drive on the first play, but it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now 2nd down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3-and-out.
Has him on the quick hitter. And they'll take him down after he advances this up to about the 43. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a 1st down.
That's good for the Bears. 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Running behind center with Swift. And he's not going to be happy picking himself back up after this. They're sent backwards on 1st down. They break the huddle. It's 2nd down now. To throw is Williams. On a quick slant, it's Loveland. And he gets absolutely popped to end that one.
Good luck defending that short yardage slant. Just not going to happen. There's a reason this is a go-to play for just about any quarterback in every situation.
On 3rd down, here's Swift. They're holding strong here. The defense gets him at the line. That's going to bring up 4th down. Now we're going to have a timeout for the players shaken up, and that's DeAndre Swift in some discomfort and being attended to. All right, looks like this is the moment they're going to make their comeback push. They're going for it on 4th. They're going to try to throw for it. Has his man caught by Odunze. And they get there to take him down right around the 41. The right call at the right time, Brock. Give him 9 and a successful conversion on 4th. So 1st down from the 41.
41-yard line.
Working from the gun, Williams. Gets him on the in route. And they bring him down around the 34.
Hey, you like these results on 1st. That completion right there, right in the window where all options are now available to you on 2nd down. That playbook wide open.
Big strike here to Moore. And they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal here from the 7.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
They've got 3 tight ends on this 1st and goal, thinking run or play action. This is Swift. Well, so much for finishing things on the ground, huh? He is stopped at the line. They're going to have to regroup now on 2nd and goal. Their dominance against this ground game rolls on, Brock. Add another stop to what's going to be some real nice film for them to watch.
How many times do you think in your lifetime, Kate, you've heard from a defensive coordinator, job number 1 is?
Stop the run.
And they've been doing it.
He dumps it onto his running back. He's hit and driven backwards. This is going to force him into 3rd and goal.
Simply put, Kate, that's just job well done by the defense. You get a completion on 2nd down and go backwards? That's some pretty superhuman effort and want to from this defense.
3rd and goal, it's Williams. Hits the slant. Touchdown, Chicago. The Bears start the 2nd half with some needed points. DJ Moore, the touchdown. Rockland's extra point is up and good. And the Bears get it back to within 1 score.
Bears 13.
All right, that lead cut down to 8 after that score, and the kick is away. Tucker now on the return. Showing a little burst so far. Makes it up to the 37 as he's tackled. Head coach Nick Sirianni readying the Eagles for their next series. And after the impressive drive we just witnessed, you gotta imagine that they are hoping to respond with something similar.
Yeah, and I don't love to use the word can't, right? But this can't be a 3-and-out for this offense right here. They got to give their defense a chance to catch their breath and turn some of the momentum in the building.
Offense is set. This is 2nd and 2. They'll go from the gun with Barkley. And his short gain gets them a new set of downs.
I don't know about you, Kate, but he sure made getting that first down look really easy. A lot easier than it's supposed to be for that defense. And I think they'll hear about it when they get to the sidelines.
It's a screen to Barkley. And he's brought down right in the neighborhood of that 40-yard line. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets up the first.
To this day, I can still see the faces of the big guys in the huddle. When you call a screen like that, instead of them just getting knocked backwards, they get to be salesmen. They get to push those linemen downfield and then tee off and go hit somebody like they did right there. This defense, they had a plan. And they've done an excellent job executing it. Instead of a main character, they've reduced this receiver to a footnote. Kudos to the job collectively on defense.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Hurts. From left side finds Burden. And he's able to get this to the 32 before going down. And for somebody who's been picked off like he has, Brock, you gotta admire his determination to keep attacking these coverages.
Yeah, that is risk. Right in the double coverage yet again. But this guy's got what I call a high belief factor in himself.
And they get this all the way down to the 16-yard line. They get 16 yards on that play. And that's good for an Eagles first down.
The 16-yard line.
It's Hurts once again. Oh my, it's intercepted in the end zone. The Tennessee rookie picks it off. There are costly interceptions, Brock, and then there are interceptions inside the red zone in the second half of a one-score game.
And if there is ever a time where ball security is paramount, it is right now. They made a great play. Don't get me wrong. They deserve a ton of credit right there. But as a quarterback, you cannot risk a turnover. It's touchdown, it's check down, it's throw the ball away. You're literally throwing points away with that hit.
Just 1 quarter to go on Monday Night Primetime. The Bears have the ball, and they're going to need to score. They come in trailing. New set of downs for them. They'll start at the 38. Swift gets it, going left. And this drives him back out of field goal range, Brock, as he's stopped for a loss of yardage. So some immediate revenge for that last play, Brock. I don't know. What do you think? Is it going to take away the pain from giving up that big run the prior play?
Not necessarily, because it really does take a group failure to give up a big run like that in the NFL, but it also takes a whole lot of teamwork to knock him behind the sticks. Job well done there. Well, this is the type of game we've come to expect from him as a runner, toting the ball, but he's just as adept at turning the screen into the same kind of yardage, too.
He's going for it himself. And this one doesn't go far.
That's just a case where you're trying to make something when there really is nothing there. There just wasn't an opening for him to work with, and he was lucky to get what he could.
Down a score. They're going to go for this on 4th down. Desperation time here. That's more of the catch out left. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a first down.
First down throw by Williams. Connecting with his back here, Swift. Touchdown, Chicago! The Bears down by only 2 in the 4th. DeAndre Swift, the touchdown. All right, So the offense does its job, Brock. Now they need their defense to give them a chance to overcome that big deficit.
The momentum in the building's clearly changed. We can feel it here in the booth, but you're right. It's now up to the defense to make a stop and give them a chance.
Now after tying this game up, they're all set to send her away. Tucker now on the return. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. The Eagles and Saquon Barkley ready to take over once again. And his production is carried over into this second half. He keeps on running well, even with the workload they've placed upon him. Offense showing trips outright as they get set for this 1st and 10. Not deterred by that pick. He's throwing again. Forced out to his right. Throw came out right as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass. Trying to find his tight end. So that brings up 2nd down. Shotgun snap for Hurts. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. So after that prior incompletion, it's 3rd down. Here he goes, 3rd and long. Complete beyond the marker. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. Here's 1st and 10 from the 47. Barkley trying this on the gut. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that 1st down run. The line between safeties and linebackers gets real blurred on plays like that, Brock. He handled that one just like a Mike would have.
Yeah, if injuries were to ever crop up, Kate, I bet he could handle the linebacker spot for them as well. Just tremendous diagnosis in that run support.
Barkley, a 1st down and more. And he'll finally be taken down at the 25. How about 29 yards on that play, partner, as they get the chains reset?
Gotta be a pretty good actor. Gotta be pretty good at selling to that defense. That's a drop back pass. When you get a big play on the screen like that, boy, it's choreography by everybody on that offense.
On 1st down, Hurts. This one goes for an even 25 yards. And that will set up 1st and goal.
There are times the quarterbacks...
Ben Johnson reaching for that red flag, and he will throw it. He's going to challenge that last call.
Previous play is under review.
We're all watching that sideline here, seeing where those feet came down.
And no matter what they rule here, Kate, that was an outstanding effort just to make the catch.
Yeah.
Now we got to look and see, did he get both feet in with possession?
After review of the play, the ruling on the field is reversed.
So the challenge ends up successful. He, in fact, did not get both feet in. This is incomplete. Hurts now from the gun. On the move, headed right. And this defense going to try to hang on to that momentum, Brock, as they go for another stop on 3rd down.
Well, even the toughest in the league to catch could still be caught at times. It just takes a defense that's determined and relentless. And the real big key, when you get that split second, you got to take advantage of that opportunity. Defense just did.
And they really went for it on 3rd down, didn't they? But the heave falls incomplete. Now they're facing 4th down.
For the field goal, a 55-yard attempt.
The kick is off the mark, no good. And we are still tied in the 4th.
Well, they got the chance to kick a potential game winner, Kate, and that's all that kicker wanted, a chance. Unfortunately, he didn't make it. And all he can hope now, tie game late here, is that his counterpart across the way, warming up in that kicking net, but he doesn't get the chance to end it himself.
He cuts it to the right sideline. And they're going to keep moving forward, Brock, down inside the opposing 30. How about 29 yards on 1st down? And that'll set him up with a fresh set of downs.
1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Williams to throw on 1st. Short throw is dropped. This one's incomplete.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
Williams with a quick pass out wide. And they get this all the way down to the 16-yard line. An even 10-yard gain on the play. And that'll be first down, Chicago.
Move the chains! Gotta move them chains! Build momentum and keep that defense on its heels.
Ready to hard. Here we go.
Working inside the red zone. He's got it over the middle. And he has it down to the 8-yard line on the play.
Well, he saw his guys pick up the blitz. Well, he felt them pick it up anyway if he wasn't looking at him. But with their effort on his behalf, I think this QB felt owed to them and the group up front to find somebody to get a completion, so that effort up front wasn't in vain.
Here's Williams again. And the defender comes away with it. Andrew Makuma makes the play. And the Eagles can only get the return up towards the 10 before they're taken down. Offense to the line. They're going to have trips right to start out. First down throwing for Hurts. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Was Devontae Smith the intended receiver? So it'll be second down. Operating from the gun. Here's Hurts. Completed left side to Smith. And you can't escape a quick tackle after the catch. Tackles at the 20. They gain 11 on that play. And that'll be good for a Philadelphia first down. Hurts. Finds him on the slant. And some excellent work to drive them all the way up past the 30-yard line. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the first down. New set of downs for them from the 31. Hurts yet again. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Just couldn't hang on through the contact. And it sets up second down. Hurts throwing again. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this one to the 41. They get an even 10 on that play. And that's good for an Eagles first down. It's the 2-minute warning from Chicago. Eagles pushing to get within range for a game winner.
Kate, when Bill Walsh was implementing the drag route with the 49ers in the 80s, it sounded the same way as it did with Mike Holmgren and me with the Seahawks in the 2000s versus man on the drag route, run away. You see zone coverage, settle down, give your quarterback his numbers, and you can find a completion just like that.
Fits it through the middle. And they will stop him as he gets this down to their 39-yard line. An excellent gain, 20 yards there, and that's going to move the sticks.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
So a fresh set of downs now from the 39. Back to throw. Finds his back. Here's Barkley. And on first down, only gets about a yard here, and the defender there to force him out.
Kate, I don't know why every once in a while I'll get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason. And one of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke.
He's got it. Touchdown, Philadelphia. The Eagles jump in front late. It's a Devontae Smith touchdown. So how about the determination there? This game has been as hard fought as you will see. But they grab hold of the lead here with a late touchdown that may just win in the ball game.
You could almost feel them saying, Kate, we don't want overtime. Let's go out and get it done now. They accomplished their goal. But you do have to ask the question, do they leave too much time on the clock? Stay tuned.
His return starts at the 5. Decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. The Bears offense now heads back out to the field. Still time to go, Brock, but that touchdown has them down now 7. They've got to find the end zone here. Flag down. This could be a free opportunity for the offense. Throw left side is hauled in by Loveland. And he's brought down, but there's some laundry on the field.
Offside, defense.
Easy call for the officials there. He was offsides at the snap, and that's going to cost him.
Still first down.
A 1st and 5 to begin this drive following the penalty.
Ready, set.
He'll look to throw it. There's that man again, Adunze. And they'll stop him here, but not before he gets out to the 47-yard line. The Bears decide to call their first timeout. Great start to this drive. They're up in the neighborhood of midfield after just one play. Setting up to pass. Big strike downfield to Judy. And they're not going to have to burn a timeout. Smart play here. He gets out of bounds with the first down.
This entire play, Kate, depends on how well he can separate from his man. You get man-to-man coverage, it's really about two things: separation and trust. Because QBs want to throw it before he breaks. That's the trust. And then they got to believe that that's...
Oh, he lost the football. And the Eagles get to it. And they can't cobble a return together, but they do have the football. They've got it on their side of the field.
You know, this just can't happen on first down. It really can't.
Now, hang on. They want to take another look at this play. And a very important call coming up late in this game.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field is reversed.
Take that fumble away. The officials overturn the call and say he was down. Here he is to throw. Catch made by Loveland. And they stop him. He's marked down along that 18-yard line. Timeout Chicago. It uses its second. And they're still going to have one left at their disposal.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
Offense to the line for first down, conscious of that single timeout they've got remaining. From the red zone now. He's going to get a hand in there and knock that one away. So second down now after the incompletion.
You know, I say this all the time. You get down there to the red zone and things happen so fast. Those windows close in a hurry. The quarterback's fortunate that was one hand and not two hands that got on the football.
And he rips this one out and over the back of the end zone, incomplete.
That was a situation where he got the time in the pocket he needed. There just wasn't anyone open to throw it to. It got to the point he had two choices as that clock is going off in his head. Force a throw and risk a pick, or just get rid of it and cut your losses on the play.
To the edge of the end zone. Oh, it's incomplete. That throw doesn't lead to 6. And they're going to be stuck with a 4th and long. So they take their shot for the end zone, Brock, rather than focusing on that first down marker. And now they've got a decision to make.
Yeah, I think with that incompletion, they made the decision. You better send that field goal team on. They took the shot. They just couldn't finish it.
This is Loveland working the right side. And they take him out of bounds, which means his offense setting up for 1st and goal.
You know, they really love that drag route because he's one of those guys that count on not only to make the catch, but create after the catch. If they don't close on him quickly, he can add a lot of yards before someone tracks him down.
He's got it. And they got him. They took him down before he could get to that goal line. No time left. Zeros on the clock. This game's over. So what a way to get them the win here, Brock. A touchdown-saving tackle just before the goal line. It doesn't get any closer than that. Defenders coming over to celebrate as they should. That game-winning play. And this contest, whew, is going to be one we remember for a long time to come. So for my partner Brock Heward and our entire crew, I'm Kate Scott saying this has been the NFL on EA Sports. The Eagles are winners as we say so long from Chicago.